Okay guys, so we just looked at a question relating to capital allowance, and this is actually 2014 and it's question 5. So it's very similar to the question we just looked at. However, there are a few differences and I would like to highlight the differences between them and how to answer this question compared to the one we just did. So if you remember from the last video, it costs the same 60,000. It has the resale value of 4,000. It gives you the savings of 29,000, and then the discount factor, which is 20%, the same as the last question. And it gives you the inflation as well, and the tax at 35%. However, if you look at the other question, after giving you the tax, it asks you for capital allowance. And however, in this one, there's no capital allowance. So there's a difference in how to answer this question, in the sense that it should be easier for you to calculate this exam question. So we've done a little calculation here. So here we do the same thing. So we start with the year, so the 0 to 4. As we said, the machine costs 60,000, and don't forget we are reselling it at 4,000, so we put that value there, so it's exactly the same. And now we move on to the savings. If you remember the savings in the last question, we incorporate the 5% inflation as well. So it'll be the 29,000. Then remember we multiply by 5%. Then add that value to the existing 29,000, and we do that for the rest. So then now we go to the NCF before tax, which is basically the machine cost plus the savings. So we add them here, as you can see, and remember it's going to differ in the final year because of the resale value up here. So that's our third column. So it's exactly the same as the first question we did. And now you notice we have our tax. If you look at our past, the question we just did, you'd see that we had a capital allowance, so we had to deduct that from the tax. But here we're not giving capital allowance, so you just go straight in to deducting the tax. And if you notice, in the previous question, it told us that the price increase started from year 2, so that's when we started to take out the tax. But in this question, it doesn't say anything like that, so you just start to deduct the tax from year 1. So here you notice that the tax will be 35% of this value, so be 35% of 29,000, and that will